Hi, my name is Katie, and I was last here at Mineral Bottom a year ago with my Scarlet Macaw Mercury, and we're here again this year, but this year it's a little bit different. I was here a year ago with my Scarlet Macaw Mercury, and I also have a blue and gold Mia. I originally started out with BirdTricks with Free Flight with Mia, and then along came Mercury. I mainly got Mercury to try to teach and help Mia in her journey, and he just ended up being the best bird ever. He was an absolute rock star. He came on his first trip and he was epic. He was amazing. Everybody that met Mercury just absolutely fell in love with him. There was no words. And then we got back home, and about a month after the trip, I went to get Mercury out of his crate one day, and there was vomit, regurgitation all over the whole entire cage, and he could not keep anything down, and he was regurgitating. So I rushed him to the vet. They did some tests and they did some x-rays, and when they did the x-ray, they found a mass in his throat. So I rushed him about 2 hours away to an emergency vet who is supposed to specialize in parrots, and they were going to do a procedure to remove the mass. And when they put him under the anesthesia to remove the mass, his heart rate started to drop, and so they hurried up and they stopped everything. But he never woke up from the anesthesia. So I lost my boy, and that was it was very hard. I just loved the hell out of that bird. So I didn't know for sure, if I would get another bird. At the time, I just wanted to focus on Mia, that all my attentions went to Mia. And then one day I was working and I got a call from Jamie and Dave.
So I was working with one of my free flight students, Maggie, for about 2 months. And she was so excited for the course. She signed up for it 2 months before her bird was even ready to be shipped. And she got the bird from the same breeder as Halo, and her dream was to fly Enzo outside with Halo. And they look so much alike. Just a little different personalities, but it was her dream. And sadly, 2 months into the training, she passed away suddenly. And so here we were dealing with a widowed husband who wanted to see this bird fulfill Maggie's dream. So we thought, what a perfect opportunity. We've got this awesome flight student who would benefit from this bird, and the bird would benefit from her training. So we gave Katie a call.
So then I got the call from Jamie and Dave, and they were like, so Katie, we have a special situation for you. We were wondering if you were interested. And they told me that they had their current client, Maggie, had unexpectedly passed away, and she had a baby bird, a Camelot Macaw, that favored a scarlet, and wanted to know if I would want him and to pick up with his training, because Maggie's dream was for him to be free flighted and fly with Halo. So, and they were like, you have all the time in the world to think about it. And I'm like, what do I have to think about? Yes, of course. So maybe a half a week later, came Enzo. I went to the airport, picked him up, and brought him home. And we had a week before we left for the flight trip. And I mean, it couldn't have worked out. It was great because I had all of the footage from Dave, Maggie's training sessions with Enzo, so I was able to watch all of the footage, and completely right where she left off, I was able to pick up. I had some concerns. I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to form a bond quick enough, but I gave it my all. I watched the videos and we trained every day. We probably had like 4 or 5 training sessions a day, and here we are. And I mean, he's just as much of a rock star as Mercury was. I mean, he's amazing. and I got to watch all of Maggie's footage, and I mean, everything wasn't exactly perfect. We did have some challenges. Unfortunately, Enzo started barbering his feathers. I don't know exactly when it started, but I'm assuming it's probably after Maggie passed, the stress of losing his owner and her being gone. So he does have some barbering, but since he's been home with me, we do daily baths, and he just absolutely loves his baths. He really enjoys them. And then I've even started using the aloe spray, and he seems to really enjoy that, and it almost seems to have given him a little bit of relief. But I'm hoping that with training again and regular baths and the diet, and I'm hoping that he'll eventually come out of the barbering. It's going to be a work in progress, but I'm willing to put in the work. Mineral Bottom is definitely my favorite location. I mean, it's breathtaking, and this was, I don't know, just, it reminds me of being with Mercury, being on the edge of that cliff, and then him just taking that flight, and then him being in the air and celebrating and giving out his little, I'm stuck, how do I get down? And he just had such a personality, and we had the most fun here at this location, and it just, I feel like Mercury's here with us. So Mineral Bottom is definitely my favorite location. So I like to think that Maggie and Mercury are up in heaven, you know, taking care of each other. It completely blows my mind how much Enzo and Mercury are like, you know, the vocalizations. And then their very first flight, Mercury, he went up in the air and he went so high, and the wind was so strong that day, and he just kept circling. And every time he'd come back around and he'd try to land, and the wind would just take him, and you'd hear him go, ah, ah, like over and over again, like, how do I get down? How do I do this? I'm trying, Mom. And then we had a similar thing with Enzo. You know, he went all the way up and he just kept circling and circling, and he even let out a couple of the same, like, how do I get down? How do I do this? Their vocalizations sound the same. Enzo might be a teeny bit more nippy, but we're going to work through that. And then I think it's also really, I don't know the words to use for it, but Maggie's dream was to fly Enzo with Halo, and on this trip, we're having some issues with Halo, Kim's bird. He doesn't like flying with the other macaws. You know, it really freaks him out, and it scares him, and Enzo is the only bird that he feels comfortable flying with, and Enzo has actually helped Halo, you know, take a couple of his flights. It's almost like it's his comfort blanket. So I think that is also amazing that, you know, Maggie's dream was for Enzo and Halo to fly together, and here they are, you know, in Moab flying together.
You and I, we were meant to be. I feel it in my soul. Feel it in my soul. Never separated, you and me. Broken made whole. Broken made whole. The world that tries to steal our hope tries to make us numb, but our love has overcome. And you, my dear, you are my prize. When I look into your eyes, love overflow, I'm never letting go. All my life I give to you, love breakthrough, I'm never letting go. Never ceasing, our love grows ever increasing, I won't let you go. Hearts of fire through and through, follow me, I'll follow you, we will pursue everything together, do tests and trials, love renew. Yeah, we've made it, we've always been proven true. we've always been proven true. Still the world that tries to steal our hope tries to make us numb, but our love has overcome. And you, my dear, you are my prize. When I look into your eyes, love overflow, I'm never letting go. All my life I give to you, love breakthrough, I'm never letting go. Never ceasing, our love grows ever increasing, never letting go. All my life I give to you, love breakthrough, I'm never letting go. Never ceasing, our love grows ever increasing, I won't let you go. We were made for each other.